Viewers, the latest news about Ethiopia, Amhara, Afar, and Tigray region is that viewers, Mille Afar region has a strategic area and it is very difficult to remove it immediately or gain control over it. And for almost 2 weeks, heavy fighting between Ethiopian National Defense Force, its allies, and Tigray Defense Force continues for Mille and Djibouti Addis Ababa main highway. And government forces with local militia and Afar special forces and along with fighter planes are making important efforts to defend Mille, and more soldiers are being deployed on a daily basis. Because if Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army soldiers take control of the highway connecting Djibouti and Addis Ababa, then Tigray Defense Force can also win big victory in the area of Mille. But reportedly, Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army soldiers are not far from the main highway connecting Addis Ababa and Djibouti. With different reports have been received from both sides since last night, claiming victory from both sides. A text message from Tigray Defense Force close sources says that they have gained control over many parts of the Mille and also received a message from government forces saying they pushed back Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army soldiers, saying they were close to capturing the town of Ilibiha. And on the other hand, according to reports received from residents, the fighting is still going on and neither party has won the war in the Afar region. And according to the latest reports, a group may be defeated in the next few hours, but nothing can be said about this right now. Which, according to the movement of Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army, it seems that Tigray Defense Force is making advances on the eastern front in Ethiopia. But the claim that they have taken control of Mille is not yet confirmed. And many reports coming from several sources that Mille is under the control of Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army. But so far, no evidence shared by Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army about it. Those reliable Afar sources claim the town is still under PP control, although Tigray Defense Force is controlling its vicinity, and takeover may thus likely happen soon. And now, it is confirmed that Tigray Defense Force soldiers present in the surroundings areas of Ethiopia's capital Addis Ababa. According to the latest reports from Tigray Defense Force sources, Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army has taken over the city of Shanbate, which is on the north side of Addis Ababa. And more, Oromo Liberation Army and Tigray Defense Force soldiers also deployed on the sides of Addis Ababa, and about which many videos and pictures also shared by Oromo Liberation Army. US reports from Addis Ababa confirm that a large number of troops have been deployed in the streets and security was tightened as police poaching of ethnic communities of Tigrayans in the city. Troops in armored vehicles and weapons are seen patrolling the streets of Addis Ababa. Addis Ababa police say they are keeping a close eye on the capital and its environs at all times. And the plan to secure Addis Ababa comes at a time when Tigray People Liberation Front forces say they are close to capturing Addis Ababa but have not entered into widespread detonation of Tigrayans in Addis Ababa and elsewhere in Ethiopia. Viewers, on the other hand, according to the latest reports, the war that Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and President Isaias Afwerki have been waging against Tigray for over a year has been fueled by drones provided by Turkey, China, and Iran. Arming by these states has been openly discussed, but not the airlift of the weapons themselves. China has been reportedly provide wing-long drone to Addis. Turkey has supplied drones to Ethiopia after a visit to Ankara on 18th August 2021 by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. And in August 2021, it was reported that Ethiopia has managed to secure a hasty contract with Iran for the delivery of a number of Mohajer 6 unmanned combat aerial vehicles. And Israel is apparently one of the outside powers that has refused to provide military drones to Ethiopia. Because the former Nigerian president Olusegun Obasanjo says he is optimistic that the conflict in Ethiopia will be solved amicably, noting that he has made significant steps towards holding joint meeting with the aggrieved parties. And for almost a week, Obasanjo, who is the Africa Union Special Envoy to the Horn of Africa, met with Tigray leaders and the authorities in Addis Ababa in a mission aimed to establishing facts about the year-long conflict. In a statement, Obasanjo said he held fruitful meetings with Afar, Amhara, and Oromia leaders, adding that he also met the presidents of Uganda, Kenya, South Sudan, and Djibouti over the crisis in Ethiopia. In addition, I have had encouraging meetings with the leaders of Oromia and Amhara region, while I have scheduled to meet with the leadership of Afar region upon my return to Ethiopia. And I have also met with leaders across the region, including the President of Kenya, Uganda, Djibouti, South Sudan, Somalia, and the leadership of Sudan. And I am optimistic that common ground towards a peaceful dissolution of the conflict can be secured. The interlocutors I have engaged on all sides have stated their wish for peace, security, and stability in Ethiopia. And the main point of difference between the actors is in the means by which they seek to achieve this sessional objective. The former leader added that the only way to restore peace in Ethiopia is to bring together the two parties which have been in conflict for several months. He stated that the two parties can still end the conflict through reconciliation, and war represents a failure of politics. Thus, dialogue remains the only reliable and sustainable avenue to peace. There is no military solution to the conflict, and battlefield victory cannot guarantee political stability in Ethiopia. As he said, I therefore appeal to the leadership of all sides to halt their military offensive. This will allow an opportunity for dialogue to continue the progress. Such talks cannot deliver in an environment of escalated military hostilities. The former head of state asked African leaders to raise their voices over the conflict, adding that there is a need to help Ethiopians from a possible breakup that could mess up with the existing institutions. So viewers, so far is the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.